There is a lot of misinformation on genetically modified organisms, which is a problem as GMOs appear to be an ever more viable solution to humanity's food-related problems. Firstly, GMO is a term that refers to any living organism whose genetic information has been directly manipulated by humans with laboratory equipment, yielding gene combinations that do not occur naturally. This process of generating DNA mutations is called mutagenesis and is currently done with the aid of genetic engineering in order to insert desired genes into another organism's genomes. This is site-directed mutagenesis and can tackle genes precisely. However, random mutagenesis was a practice greatly used up to 1978, which involved the use of radiation to cause genetic mutations in organisms. A GMO would be the result of any of these processes, but a transgenic organism would be yielded from site-directed mutagenesis, as it is a specific type of GMO that contains genes from other organisms. Finally, I want to make clear that all of these are genetically manipulated organisms, as this is a broad term that includes conventional breeding methods, grafting, etc.
Thank you, Geronimo. But of course, this raises the question, what applications are given to these GMOs? Well, I'm here to answer that. Agricultural plants are one of the most frequently cited examples of genetically modified organisms. Some benefits of genetic engineering in agriculture are increased crop yields. This means reduced costs for food or drug production, reduced need for pesticides, enhanced nutrient composition and food quality, resistant to pests and disease, greater food security, and medical benefits to the world's growing population. Advances have also been made in developing crops that mature faster and tolerate aluminum, boron, salt, drought, frost, and other environmental stressors, allowing plants to grow in conditions where they might not even otherwise flourish. Examples of these are genetically modified soybean with herbicide tolerant, corn with insect tolerance, canola with altered fatty acid composition, and of course the one we all know, golden rice. Other applications include the production of non-protein and non-industrial products such as bioplastics, which help the world. A number of animals have also been genetically engineered to increase yield and decrease susceptibility to disease. For example, salmon have been engineered to grow larger and mature faster, and cattle have been enhanced to achieve a resistance to mad cow disease.
In Peru, with a law 29811, the only thing that has been done is to give a period of 10 years in which the entry of transgenic seeds will not be allowed in the country. The Peruvian Consumer Association announced that in Peru, transgenic are marketed such as specific types of soy milk, cornstarch, peanut, quaker, and more. What is freely sold are processed products of transgenic organisms, such as those mentioned, but GMOs aren't raised or sold. GMOs have been presented to the world as the perfect solution to agricultural issues. However, this technology brings with it doubts and threats. In Peru, the 2011 law vetoed the GMO entry. Even so, control must continue to be strengthened regarding the uses that are excluded from the moratorium. The leveling of transgenics that enter is vital since there is a code for consumer protection and defense.
When we talk about GMOs, there's always a lot of myths about this topic, but because this is such a controversial subject, we need to know the truth and the myths that genetically modified organisms have. Now I'm going to say some examples. Myth number 1. Non-GMO means that the food has not been genetically modified. The truth is that virtually all modern day crops have been genetically modified, even the ones that are labeled non-GMO. Myth number 2. GMOs can occur naturally like the other type of genetic modification can. The truth is that contrary to popular belief, GMOs or transgenic crops actually can occur naturally. Myth number 3. GMOs can change your DNA when you consume them and can cause cancer. The truth is that just as the genes in a banana don't alter your DNA when you eat it, the genes in the GMOs don't alter your DNA when you consume them either. Myth number 4. GMOs has not been adequately tested for safety. The truth is that GMOs are actually much more regulated than the non-GMOs counterparts. Myth number 5. GMOs are bad for the environment. The truth is that there are many environmental benefits associated with GMOs.
Now, as to eating GMO products, as long as they are produced as sustainably as possible, I do not have an issue with it, as if they are available for consumption, they have been extensively tested for it.
Regarding the consumption of GMOs, I would say that you have to be very well informed. For example, the law enacted in 2011 that practically prohibits the entry of transgenics until next year, 2021, seems a bit radical to me.
GMO crops have remarkable environmental benefits, and they are very sustainable. They allow farmers to produce more food with fewer inputs, they help us spare land, reduce deforestation, and promote and reduce chemical use.
Considering all the information given in this video, I believe that GMOs are not only sustainable, but they're also beneficial in a lot of other ways, so I am all down for its consumption. Thank you for watching.